What is up, dinosaur omelet friends? Hi, Chris here. Today, I want to show you guys. Well, I just got done working out. That's why I'm covered in sweat. I was using my indoor gym, aka the living room. But I want to show you guys how I make one of my favorite foods, which is curried lentils. Curried lentils. Actually, I sprout them, so they're sprouted curry lentils. And when you sprout beans, when you soak them at night, you're going to break down some of the undigestible components and eliminate some of the phytic acid. When you're eating beans, people get bloated and I don't feel good. So we soak them, and if you want to break them down even additionally and increase their nutrient content, you want to sprout them, which is real easy, and I'm going to show you right now. I use these old mayonnaise jars with the tops cut out. I put a little circle in, added the screen so I could drain the lentils after they soak. So I'll use these containers to not only soak my beans, my lentils, but also to drain them and to let them sprout. And the easy part, just fill your jars up or whatever kind of unit you're using with your beans. This is about a pound, so I put 8 ounces in each jar. Now remember, these are going to expand once they get hydrated. You're going to cover your beans up with enough water so there's space above them. Remember, these things are going to expand. You're also going to want to stir these beans. Make sure the water gets incorporated all throughout this mixture. If it's just lentils or even other beans, everything will sprout as long as they're whole material, but you're going to want to make sure everything is wet. Be sure to keep these covered for at least 2 to 3 hours with water. And look how much these expand compared to what they looked like previously. All right, cool. So now it's time just to drain these beans, drain them out in the sink, and you're going to want to rinse them too. Rinse them again just to get any of the remaining phytic acid or some of the components that broke down and leached out of the beans. You're going to rinse them out. After that, after they're drained, you can just sit them out on the counter and let them sit. They're going to sit there for about 24 hours or so, maybe 36 hours. These beans will sprout very, very quickly. So you don't really need much time before they do sprout. Once they sprout, you're going to see the little squigglies coming out. That's the root trying to grow somewhere, but they're going in the pot, so you don't have to worry about them growing. But that's what it's going to look like. These are sprouted beans. The recipe is very simple. It's just going to be some coconut milk and water. That's what you're going to be cooking in, and later you're going to add your spice, which I like to use, obviously, a curry with lots of turmeric. But take your time figuring out what your spices are for your own personal preference. But just drop in the water, the milk, the beans, and you're going to let them boil. Now, I don't know if you guys use coconut milk in your cooking, but I use it all the time. It's really a smooth and delicious ingredient to put in, especially soups or in these bean mixtures. It just adds a wonderful texture and flavor. And yeah, it's going to increase your calorie counts, not substantially. However, just take a look at your packaging and how you're serving this. All right, so now we're going to set our mixture on the stove, plop it on high, get it to a boil. Once it boils, just turn it down back to a simmer. You're going to simmer this whole mixture for about maybe an hour to the consistency you like, maybe a little more, a little less. If you want it more soupy, add extra water. It's not something you can really screw up unless you burn it, but don't do that. Add your spice. I like to add curry. I'll add enough until it's flavored to the way I like it. I don't cook with recipes or mixes or numbers. I just go by flavor and experience. But it's very easy to make this, and it's very nutritious, and you can do a million different meals with it. I usually put this over top of either rice or farro grain, which is like a wheat berry, which is highly nutrient dense and rich in fiber, and over some greens, and I'll add vegetables. It's a very versatile thing. It's a versatile dish. It's a tasty meal, and it's extremely inexpensive. So good luck, have fun, and if you do this, let me know how it goes.